Okay, well, I think I'm back live again. I ended my live chat prematurely and decided to jump back on just for the hell of it, because it seemed like a fun thing to do at the time, and it just because it pisses people off. So hey, Smoking, how you doing, man? Oh, maybe we got rid of those trolls and we can start over again with a fresh group of people. Hey, Steve, what's up, man? How are you doing? So glad to see you here again. Yeah, just got tired of dealing with the trolls, man. So if those guys come up, if any of my moderators jump on here, if those same people jump up and they're starting to harass me again, we're just going to delete people. So I'm really fed up with this nonsense, you know. Lobster season open today, crazy place. Oh yeah, mini lobster season always is a nut house down there in Florida. Yeah, everybody that hasn't had their boat out in a year gets out there in a boat, runs all over everybody. So very dangerous time to be out lobstering. I've seen people about run over other people in the water. So thanks, Smoking, I appreciate it. They should at least be smart about picture. I should, yep. Well, then again, Smoking doesn't have one either, so maybe Smoking needs a profile picture instead of his S out there. So that's all right. Every time I think of that S, I think of that, you know, joke about the snail wanting a car. He's gonna paint a big S on the side of his car. That way when he drives around, everybody can see, look at that S car go. So, hey, Kelly Banks, what's up, man? How you doing? Don't even read the comments and immediately delete their comments. You know, the problem, Steve, I can't delete it until I read it. I got to read it to see what it says before I delete it. I'm not omniscient and omnipotent. I have to actually see it before I delete it. So there's no way of doing that. Maybe I should read it to myself first and then respond to it. I don't know. Maybe I guess I could do that, but just not the way I've been doing stuff. So how's Kelly Binks doing, man? How's the bowling going? You been doing much bowling over there? Whew, got warm down here on the boat. 81 degrees out. I'm sweating from drinking all this tequila, I guess. Hello, David Stewart. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. So anyhow, as I was saying earlier, that's all I did today was edit videos, but I got 2 great videos done. Really good videos. And I got all of the files drawn together and put together for the next video I'm doing, which is the video on the access panels, and I got those covered. And then after that, I'm working on a video having to do with the ASC plastic study, and that's going to be a big video. Actually, that one's going to take a while for me to finish doing that. So mods should take care of your trolls. Yeah, cool. I've been ringing in my mods quite a bit and eliminating a lot of their heavy-handedness. So more important for me to take over doing that than them. But anyone can select the 3 dots next to a commenter and then block, and they are banned from a personal channel as well. I don't think anyone can do that, David. I think you have to be a moderator to do that. Maybe they'll be blocked from you saying it, but not everybody else. I say that because as I watch a live stream, I block tons of them from my channel too. Yeah, you can block them from your own channel, but you can't block them. You just block them from you being able to see them. Whereas a moderator or me as the creator, I can block them from the channel permanently. When I ban them on the live chat, they're gone. They can't comment on any of my videos anywhere on my channel, anywhere from that point forward. So, and you know, some of these people just, you know, they have a hard-on for whatever reason on furthering whatever agenda they want to push or whatever. You know what? This is my channel, guys. It's my way or the highway. It's just the way it is. That's just the way life is, people. This is not what do you want, dog? My dog's handing me her chew toy. This is not a democracy. This is a benevolent dictatorship, and I am just the dick to do the tater, so. Okay. So Miss Lily obviously wants me to play with her chew toy. Is that what you want me to do? You want me to play with your chew toy? She's taking her chew toy and pushing it against my arm. Oh, now you want it back. Well, go lay down. Goofy dog. So anyhow, it's been windy, it's been raining, the wind's kind of laid back today. Right now, this evening it's laid back, but it's been pretty bad all day today. I think we may have a little short break in the wind. I'm thinking about going up on deck. You guys want to go up on deck for a little bit? Why don't you hold on? Let's go up on deck for a little bit. Hold on. You know what? Before I go up on deck, I have to make myself another cocktail. So you guys just hang out right there. Give me a minute. First, I need some orange juice. There we go, orange juice. Sorry about that. I had to get some orange juice. I had to dig into the fridge. Now I need some ice. All right. Ice. Tequila. There we go. A little tequila. Orange juice next. I hate buying these little bottles, but I find when I buy the bigger containers that aren't plastic, that I end up having it go bad before I use it. And then a little bit of grenadine. All right, that's about all that will fit in that glass. There you go, tequila sunrise. All right. Let's go up on deck. Sit there for a minute, I'll come up. Ah. Oh, nice. Ah. Oh, dog yet. I just got a wet butt. Hold on a minute, kids. Okay, we're not gonna be able to stay out here too long because there is a slight drizzle going on, but it's very slight. It's very, very slight. So, yeah, my phone just told me my generator shut off. Imagine that, I shut off my generator. Let me see what I missed in the chat while I'm mixing my drink. Let's see. Wow, I missed a lot. Okay. Did that again. Are you live again? Yes, Carol, I'm live again. Hopefully without the trolls. So Walmart $50. Some options are hard to find in the Android app. Okay. Have you just pressed somebody's picture on the left-hand side of their name? Sometimes that works. Huh. Yes, it does look good. It tastes good too. Yes, I'm back. Good call, hey, Carol. Yep, I'm back. So, yeah, figured I'd come back on. Maybe we eliminated some of the trolls at that point. So, 420, you might have some updating. I'm lost and still using an Apple phone. Okay. You know what? I gotta, hold on a second, guys. It's raining a little bit. I gotta close the hatch. There we go. All right. I don't mind sitting out here in the rain a little bit, but I'm holding you guys where you're being protected by the hatch now. So I'm getting wet, but my phone is not, I hope. I hope. If not, oh well, screw it. Maui, you're in the Bahamas, are cute. He's in Florida. Left out of the Bahamas a while ago, hanging in Key West. There you go. Brown-eyed women and red grenadine. There you go. Part 2. Yes, Carol. Part 2. Yes, part 2. Tried to dump all the trolls, all the idiots out there with all their ridiculous agendas and stuff. Unreal. You know, just like the other day, all these guys were complaining that I don't have a mast light on. Okay, I'm sitting here in the anchor right now. I see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys look around. Okay. Oh, 5. There's one way up there. Okay. There's one mast light on over there, and there's what, 10 sailboats up that direction. There's another 20 sailboats over there. Another 30 sailboats, 40 sailboats over there. Oh, probably 50 boats back that way. Another 50 over that way. God knows how many back over that way. Guys, all around the harbor, I see a total of 5 mast lights on. All these boats in here on anchor, all these boats in here on mooring balls, I see 5 lights on. So for all these idiots, oh, you gotta have your light on. Well, apparently you don't. Because 5 out of, I don't know, there's probably 1,000 boats here in the bay. There's probably 1,000 boats here in the bay. It wouldn't surprise me a bit, and I see 5 mast lights on. The majority of the boats, and I see a shitload of masts. It's the oddball boat that has a mast light on. So we got all of our limits on lobster this morning. Do the same thing tomorrow. Awesome, Steve. 3 dots show up. Block report, go to channel. Okay. Hey, Carrie Beth, what's up? It's like soup outside here on Long Island. Yeah, it's kind of drizzly and wet at the moment. All things aside, you should think more of safety equipment when you get going. Love sailing. I will buy safety equipment as time and fortune allow. So I'm not going to get bullied into it. I'm not going to be told I have to stay here because I don't have a stupid EPIRB or I don't have a life raft or whatever. You know what? I have a life raft. It's called a dinghy. This boat sinks. I'll step into my dinghy then. Why would they have anchor lights on? It's daytime. Well, it's dusk now. It's that time of night that you would put your anchor light on. And I will guarantee you, because I sat out here last night, did the same thing, Max. I'll guarantee you that in 2 hours from now, you will not see any more mast lights on than what's on right now. So mostly recreational lobster snatchers. Yep. Thanks, but then YouTube stops. Heat and tequila. Remember last time? Yes, heat tequila. Well, it's not hot. Steve, it's not hot here. It's like 81 down below, and it's probably 75 up here on deck. It's quite nice. It's not hot at all. You need to just start getting some Aloha shirts. You know, Steve, I really do. I have a bunch of them, and now that I'm losing weight, they're starting to fit. I mean, they're just almost quite fitting me now. So, yes, it was Rupert. Okay, thank you, Steve. Okay. Let me move you guys back over here out of the rain. It's drizzling a bit more now. I'll keep you guys over here where it doesn't get my phone rained on. So hopefully we don't have to worry about it getting rusty and shorting out and having all kinds of problems. So, oh man. Anchor lights are like leaving the porch light on. Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, Smoking. A lot of these boats here in the bay are, especially the boats on moorings, although really the same thing with a lot of these anchored boats. People will, I'm amazed at how many people will come in here, drop an anchor, and then just disappear. You know, they'll take the water taxi to the train station, take the train over to JFK. Lily, get, move, go lay down. You're blocking the camera. And they'll go fly home to wherever they live and just leave the boat here in the bay on anchor. I mean, there's a lot of them here that people have just, you know, they're gone for a week or two or a month, and they just leave the boat here either on anchor or maybe on a mooring ball. So It's quite common for people to do that here because it's really convenient here to connect into mass transit to get yourself to the major airports and stuff from this area. So so that's why a lot of these boats are here. They're just dropped off. And of course, a lot of them are local people that live here, and they keep their boat out on a mooring ball. Sadly, I would say that half the boats in the bay on mooring ball here, I would say half of them get used maybe 2 or 3 times a season, and that's it. You know, they put their boat in the water and they put it on the mooring ball, and maybe 2 or 3 times during the season they'll get out on their boat, and then they'll put it back up on the hard for the winter again. A lot of these boats hardly see any use whatsoever. And again, there's a lot of the boats like what's around me right now. These boats that are near me, a lot of these are transients. There are people coming and going and traveling by sailboat, living on their boat. Some of them live on their boat all summer long. Some of them live on their boat full time. But a lot of them will come here to get work done on their boat, and a lot of them will come here to access, you know, the mass transit and, you know, as a resource to, it's a good place to anchor or park your boat while you go run home or what have you. So, so that's a lot of the bay here is that kind of traffic. So it's like one or the other. You know, you get a lot of people in here that just rarely use their boats. You get a lot of people that live on their boats all the time, and then you get, you know, the yacht club people that, you know, every Thursday night they're out here sailing in the Thursday night regatta, as you guys have seen in some of my other live streams where they just come really way too close to my boat. You know, there's that. So, I mean, different people have different strokes. So, tell you what, though, right now I'm enjoying this evening. This is nice. The wind has really dropped down to nothing. The waves have dropped down to nothing. I'm going to go for a swim here in a little bit. But it's really, really quite pleasant. If it wasn't for this little drizzle that's coming down, it would be really quite pleasant right now. So, with that said, let me see what I missed in the chat. Let me get you back over here out of the rain. Another chance to hit the thumbs up. There you go, pilot. Thank you. Howdy, Ruthless Ronnie. Locally here in Key West, if you're in a designated anchorage, you do not have to have anchor lights on. Some anchor lights are run off the solar, so they automatically turn on. That's true, Steve. Yep. Carl is chilling. I certainly am. Sad when boats go unused. It really is. Yep. Sometimes it's better to be seen than not seen. Seems sensible to me. Okay. Well, I just think some of these people just don't care. You know, they realize they're in the mooring field or in the anchorage. So, hey, Chip, what's up? Don't know the actual rules about it, though. Okay. Howdy ho. What do you think of the foldable dinghy? Would that work for a bigger 350? Yeah, sailing lonesome. I'm not a big fan of the foldable dinghies. I don't think it would work well for a guy your size. If you're up my size, I don't suspect that would be a good choice for you. A rib would be a much better choice. Had your ass kicked tonight. Is the minimal YouTube revenue worth it? Hey, Darby, guess what, buddy? Goodbye. I don't need to worry about people like you. I have some garden solar lights in the mooring. If I'm at anchor, I always have my anchor light on. Hey, you just got photobombed by a dog nose. Yes, I did. Miss Lily is sitting right here. Here's the dog. There's the dog. See her? You know, Steve, you know the way she is. I can't go anywhere without her up my butt all the time. So, Miss Lily is with me all the time. So, and guys, just so you know, late night like this, if people get on here and they want to, you know, chastise me or what have you, there's a certain group of these, you know, idiots out there that are doing whatever they can to marginalize me or compartmentalize me or control me, or, you know, think they're going to disenfranchise me or what have you. And nothing can be further from the truth, you know. I recognize these trolls are a complete waste of time. I do give them the benefit of the doubt until such time as they prove otherwise. But late night like this, where I'm sitting out here having a cocktail and some idiot wants to get on here and tell me that, oh, the minimum amount of money you're making, is it worthwhile? Clearly, they are absolutely clueless, and I don't need them in my life, so they're gone. This is Late Night, and I should have retitled this as Late Night with Carl. And with Late Night with Carl, I tend to be fairly ruthless. I have no patience for idiots, so. So we move on. So look at this bay here, huh? This is beautiful out here tonight, huh? Look at this. This is just, this is really, really pleasant out here this evening. I mean, I know it's cloudy and it's overcast. I know it's drizzling very lightly right now, really light. I mean, really, really light drizzle. But it's really very, I mean, this is the nicest weather we've had in like a week out here. It really is. This is the best weather we've had in like a week. I'm digging this, man. This is nice. I know I'm going to go for a swim this evening, so this is going to be really pleasant. I go for a swim twice a day, for those of you guys that don't know. Mac's not angry, just frustrated with all the idiots out there. So, yeah, late night with Ruthless Carl. There you go. Hey, Steve Newbie. Yeah, late night with Carl. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Just a big mist. Yeah, it's just got, well, it's not even misting a lot, just a little bit. So, I haven't heard idiots. Yeah, right. Idiots. Yeah, so my stepdad was alive. Yeah. Cortland, Minnesota. Hello, Brandon Buzzell. How's things in Cortland? Dog, move. Okay, I'm trying to get over there where it's out of the rain. And now you got your nose in the way again. You have your nose in the way. You know that? Do you know your nose is in the way? You gonna move? You gonna move? Get back. Go sit down. Okay, guys, I don't know if you saw it, but right there, can you see the bird? You see that bird over there? Were you able to see the bird? I don't know if I caught it on the camera or not. That's a red-tailed hawk. I believe that's the same hawk that brought me my present this morning. Yes, present. I woke up this morning and there was a dead fish up on the deck. I mean, up on the coach roof, all the way up here, on the coach roof was a dead fish. And I think it was that red-tailed hawk that was fishing last night, caught it, went up onto my mast, sat up there either on the spreaders or on the top of my mast and dropped it on the deck. Because while I was waking up this morning, I heard a pretty resounding thud on the roof. And when we came up, Miss Lily was all wagging her tail and barking at something. When I came up and looked, there was a dead fish up on the deck. So I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, let's see. Okay, after the trolls with Carl, there you go. It's nice to have almost the same view. Sitting on my couch looking out onto the water. House is on the water. Oh, cool, Callie. Hey, Christine, yeah. When you get to Daytona Beach, Intercoastal Waterway, Halifax River, we will meet. Hey, that sounds like it'd be fun, Carrie. I look forward to that. Lily owns the show. She certainly does. Yeah, she's cute, I know. Must use a fair bit of fresh water to rinse off if you go swimming twice a day. How big is your water tanks? I have two 20-gallon tanks, but actually what I do, you probably noticed all the empty water jugs here on deck. I refill gallon water jugs. That's what I use for rinsing off. And it takes me about a half a gallon of water to rinse off after every swim. So I go through about a gallon of fresh water a day, rinsing off from my daily swim. So once a half gallon in the morning, a half gallon in the evening. And that's fine with me. So, I think we shook a few of the trolls. I think we shook a lot of them. I went swimming in Northport Harbor last week and the water was very comfortable. Oh, honeybees, it's beautiful here in Manhasset Bay. You've been there long enough. The birds are treating you like family. Yeah, Max, I think you're right. Hey, Carter Hayes. Oh, maybe Mafia guys. Maui, did you ever, you know, two friends, Keys Live, okay. Oh, that's a lot of plastic. Yes, but it's recycled plastic, JF. I keep reusing it over and over and over again. How long and far do you swim? A little bit further every day. I keep pushing myself a little bit further every day. I'm trying to build my arms back up. Haven't been swimming. Stuck up my cabin up in Alaska. I haven't been swimming much in the last 8 years. So I'm trying to build myself back up. So, birthday, I think the girls sing my karaoke and got home. Okay, salt water is not good for the skin. I think salt water is excellent for me. So, salt water isn't good for the skin. Well, I think, well, okay. Love Sailing and Alexander both said the same thing. What's the odds of that? Huh. I have no problem with salt water for the skin. I think salt water is just fine for me. I love swimming in salt water. I find salt water to be very healing. And, you know, as long as you rinse off with fresh water after you go for a swim, you don't have a problem. It's when I don't adequately rinse off that I get, you know, sort of itchy and salty and stuff. So, no, I'm asking. Oh, Alexander's asking. No, I have no problem swimming in salt water. I love swimming in salt water. But you have to rinse off with fresh water as soon as you're done. So, yeah, very therapeutic as far as I'm concerned. And I'll tell you what, guys, you know, after 8 years of living up there in my cabin where, you know, we would only go take showers once every 4 or 5 days or so. That was the 8 o'clock Canon going off, I think. I think it's 8 o'clock right now. You know, I'm really enjoying being on the boat and going for a swim. This is the cleanest I've been in a long time, so I like it. Watch out swimming with any open wounds. Wouldn't hurt to wash with betadine soap occasionally. Yeah, well, I do use a antibiotic or antibacterial soap, so doing more 12-ounce girls. Yeah, soft water is salt water. Okay. No, it's not if you don't rinse, Alex. Okay, salt water is great for your skin. Nothing worse, crusty. Okay, well, 8:15, huh? Well, they're a little late with their Canon then. What's coming next? Yeah, right. Cleans all the pores. Hard to swim in a cabin. Way too small. Yes. Oh, and the water up there in Alaska was a little hard. You know, it was a little cold and a little hard. So, salt water removes toxins from the skin. Oh, that's good to know. I'll bite. July has 35 plus days. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but today's the 25th. Why did my thing come up on the 35th? Sometimes when I type too quickly. All right, there was the second yacht club firing off the Canon. So you guys are saying it's 8:15, huh? Well, they're both late this evening then. Every night. Oh, you know what? It may be sunset. Maybe it's sunset. They're shooting the Canon off because it's sunset, not a particular time. So, pilot, don't time me out. Hey, Andy. Oh, how you doing, buddy? Yep, you did it again. Yeah. So I decided to go back and go live again just to have a little late night session and get rid of all the trolls and stuff. So, truly happy to see you feeling refreshed. That's pretty cool, my friend. Well, thank you. I am very refreshed. Team title. You seen your puppet videos on Reddit. Oh, I don't even worry about that. If you want to bring that stuff up again, you'll get blocked. We don't deal with that nonsense on late night, so no troll bullshit during late night. Carol, that drink seems to be taking a long time. Hi, Andy. Oh, well. Are you talking to Carol? Did Carol go get a drink? I don't know. I didn't see that, so. Alan's Best, what's going on? Everything in California has a hazardous warning label, beaches except the one thing that really should. The voting ballots. Yeah, there you go. You know, Alan, I have to tell you a story. When I was up in Alaska, I bought some plywood that apparently had been made for the Alaskan, or the California market, rather. And the plywood actually had a stamp, great big stamp on the sheet of plywood that said, sawing plywood will result in sawdust. I kid you not. It actually said that sawing plywood would result in sawdust. Now, are these Californians so stupid that they don't realize that when you use a saw against plywood, you're going to make sawdust? Do they really need a warning letting them know that a saw is going to make sawdust when they saw plywood? I think these people in California have gone way, way off the end, off the deep end when I start seeing stuff like that on my plywood. I do think it went on to say something like, you know, sawdust is a known carcinogen or something, which I don't get how sawdust could be a known carcinogen, but maybe from the glues they use in the plywood or something. I don't know. Carl, is that full saltwater or brackish? This is saltwater, Arnie. Try hitting. They're hitting shits in the harbor. They're trying hit. I don't know what that's. Akula, are you drunk, Kula? That doesn't make sense, man. Time for a sundown. There you go, Chip. I agree. They're trying to hit ships in the harbor. Who's trying to hit ships in the harbor? Hey, Christine, WD-40 is made in California. Read the label, not for sale in California. Made myself an ice cream cone. Oh, there you go, Carol. That sounds like fun. Maybe that wood was especially made for Alaska. Maybe. Hey, Andy, buddy, thank you. Andy just hit my PayPal account for 20 bucks. Thank you, Andy. I really appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Maybe that'll plant the seed for other folks. Hit my PayPal and donate to the cause. We need every penny we can get now, folks. So spending all my money on all the stuff fixing up the boat here. So those California folks are mental. Yep, jealous. Jealous of what? California needs a hug. They certainly do. Mr. Holt, only the ones that live in the city. Okay. PP Blaster made in Ohio, it works better. Huh, okay. Normal people can buy WD-40. Okay, dog, get. I got to get over there out of the rain. Get. Using a plastic straw in Cali will soon be an arrestable offense. It was on the news today. Okay. Well, what'd you get done in the wiring today? Carter, I didn't get anything done. Okay, the rain's really picking up now, guys. All of a sudden, the rain I'm getting hit with a lot of rain. I didn't get anything done on the wiring really today at all. I spent most of today finishing up editing some videos. So, what all did you have mixed up in that glass? Tequila, orange juice, and grenadine, otherwise known as a tequila sunrise. So, yeah, it's raining pretty good right now. I'm getting wet. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go down below. I don't mind doing a little bit of this stuff and getting a little wet, but this is a lot wet. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can set you down there for a second. Can you stand there without falling over? There you go. All right, well, if you can sit right there, that'll work. You guys are in the dry. So I can sit like this, I guess, and do the live stream. You guys are in the boat, and I'm outside the boat, so. Tequila sunrise, classic 70s drink. Oh, yeah, well, I'm a classic 70s kind of guy. Lily, get. All right, Kennel, you want to go down? Kennel, go on, Kennel. There you go. She wants to get out of the rain, so. Yeah, I like tequila sunrises. I always have, you know. They're healthy for you. You know, it's orange juice. Get a little bit of your vitamin C. Helps fight off scurvy and that kind of stuff, you know. It's a good cocktail to have. No. Go lay down. Go lay down. You want to go down below, go lay down. You're not knocking the phone over, so. Anyhow, that worked really well. You know, we stopped the live stream earlier and started it back up this evening. We ended up dumping all the trolls, so that worked out really well. It's like drinking health food. There you go, full force scale. I agree with you. It's like drinking health food. I did hard time in Poway. Okay, try to hear that. It's something fun sailing in the rain. Yes, it can be, Carol, especially on a night like tonight where it's not too cold. So, what's Doug update? Palm limit. Yeah, Doug is home. Doug is home. It turns out that they think what happened is he had cysts on his kidneys that erupted. They treated it with high-dose IV antibiotics and sent Doug home. Doug's going to be fine. So, he's going to be just fine, which is awesome news. So, Doug is home now recuperating. He's very, very tired. He's actually was at dialysis tonight. So, Holloway, rough stuff. Yep, I guess it was. I don't hang out with too many people that have been to prison. So, how can I donate to Doug? Bill, I think Doug has a GoFundMe page. I think Doug actually has a GoFundMe page. I don't know. Glad you made it back, Carol. Yeah, I'm glad Carol made it back too, Pilot. Thank you. Yeah, I believe Doug has a GoFundMe. I don't know the link to it, but if you email me, Bill, I will be sure to put you in touch with some way to donate to him. So, or if you want to hit my PayPal, I'll just give it to Doug. You know, if you want to donate using my PayPal account, just earmark it for Douglas, and I'll turn the money over to Doug, if that's what you want to do. That would be fine as well. I think I missed something else in the chat here. Chief says, Pilot, thanks so much for the info on the EAA browsing. Watching live, no, give me hours of entertainment, I'm sure. Cool. All right, well, if you want to come out here, come on out. Just don't knock the phone over. Now, all of a sudden, she wants to be back up here, so. Is Doug in the house? Doug is not here right now. Doug is home recuperating. He was on the live stream earlier, but Doug called early night. He had to go through dialysis. I believe he's actually driving home right now as we're talking. So Doug had to get done with dialysis and go home. So he's very tired. All this stuff in the hospital really wore him out, so he's recuperating, but hopefully he's recuperating pretty quickly. All right, well, the heavy rain stopped, so Doug, get well, Carl needs you. Yeah, I need to get my welding done, but more importantly, I need my friend healthy. That's the most important thing, is I need Doug healthy. I don't have too many friends in my life that I've known as long as Doug. Doug was my best man at my first wedding when I married Johanna Wilson. Well, at that time, Johanna Brienzo. So, hey, Paul. And, you know, I've known Doug since high school. So, I was at Livestream with you, and... Oh, that's for Carol. Okay. Cannons are generally shot off at sunset in most nautical ports. Okay. Can you post a link to his GoFundMe? Love Selling, I don't know his GoFundMe off the top of my page, top of my head, so I do not. But I'll tell you what, I will have that information during my next live stream, okay? Thanks, Paul, appreciate it. Enjoy evening all. I found picture. All right, no plastic. Talk to you later, buddy. You weren't invited, pilot. Okay. Well, that was rude. You weren't invited, pilot. Poor pilot, he's a good guy. Doug cracks me up. Best line, he all ships at sea. Yeah, right? He's a character. Doug's always been a character. He's been a great guy. You know, when he and I were really young, we moved to my farm in Ohio together. And drove my 1970 Volkswagen Beetle out there, two of us in my Bug. We lived at my farm, which is about an hour's drive out of Columbus, Ohio. And then both of us got jobs up in Columbus, so we had to commute back and forth together in my Volkswagen. I got a job bartending, and Doug was working as a security guard in a hotel type place. So I would drive in, we would drive in together, and I would drop Doug off at his job. I would then go to my job. I would work my job until 2 a.m. or so when I closed the bar up. And then I would drive over to the hotel where Doug worked, and he would usually let me into a room somewhere. I'd go sleep for a few hours. And then when Doug got off work, then we would drive back home, and then we would, of course, go to sleep, get up next day, and, you know, get cleaned up, whatever, and head back to work again. So all the time sharing my Volkswagen. We did that for months and months and months. We had a lot of fun. We had a good time back then. But, man, that was crazy stuff doing that. That was a lot of driving back and forth and rough living. Back then, my farmhouse in Ohio only had an outhouse. It had a 2-holer back then, so can I add my PayPal account here on the chat? Move, dog. I don't think I can chat during the live stream. I've tried chatting before, and I can't enter the chat. I can't chat during the live stream off my cell phone. So my PayPal is, just go to paypal.me/Carl Brook, CarlBrooke. Paypal.me/Carl Brook. That's my PayPal account. And if you donate into that, you want to donate to Doug, then put in there, that's for Doug, and I'll make sure Doug gets the funds. So, where were you a bartender? Oh gosh, love, many different places. I bartended in bars all over the state of Ohio and New York when I was younger. Bartended, worked as a bouncer, all kinds of jobs. So I think I would like that job. Bartending, yeah, bartending can be fun. There you go, pilot. Thank you. PayPal.me/Carl. There you go, pilot. Awesome. I'll head there. Thanks. Such a great cause, Doug's health. There you go, man. Can you tell about the traveler's process? About the traveler's process? I'm not sure what you mean, Team Rupert. That's a crazy time for you and Doug. Yeah, Chip, it really was. It was a fun time, though. We have very fond memories of those days, so you seem to know shitloads. Well, I'm 60 years old, you know. You pay attention and you learn something in a day or two in your life, so. Yeah, palm limit, that's exactly right. Back in the day, that was high class, having a 2-holer. You know, you had an outhouse with 2 holes. That way you could be out there going poop, and somebody else has to go and come sit right next to you while you're going, so. Yeah, And back then, you know, it was sort of an interesting thing to do. So, you know, you had the Lily, come or go. Go down or come back up. Kennel. You're right where the phone needs to be, dog. So get out of the way. There you go. All right. Got you guys back in there out of the rain. Bartenders get all the chicks, yeah. What is left to be done before you can set sail? I've watched you since Alaska, and I'm eager to see you set sail in earnest. Hey, Carter Hayes. Mostly, Carter, I've got some fiberglass work to do, and then mostly after that, it's electrical work. So, Travelers in Paradise. Yep, that's my old television show, Travelers in Paradise. Alan's best, my condolences. What? Oh, you know what? I'm not set to the right thing, am I? Yeah, I am. I'm on live chat. Okay. If I missed your comment, please repeat it. I'm sorry, I may have missed your comment. So, or is it too confined to space to squeeze your body in? I can weld, but you don't weld inside confined spaces. I've put access panels in the to give me access to where the push pit has to be bolted to and mounted to. That's a video I've got coming out. I'm going to finish editing that video tomorrow. And then, so once we get the welding done, but the parts that need to be welded are all over Douglas's house right now. And now that done a couple of days to recuperate, and then hopefully we'll get the welding done. It's not a big job. It won't take, but I mean, it's really, it's not even an hour's worth of, it's not even, probably not even 15 minutes. It'll take us longer to set the welder up than it will be to do the welding. We've got one pipe that we have to do around, and then we have a mounting plate on one other piece that has to be done. It's going to be very, very quick. So, all right, guys, I'm getting rained on, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here because it's starting to come down again. And, well, frankly, I've got to go pee. So, guys, I'm going to end this here. Be good. Be careful. Take good care of one another. We'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. So, yeah, Steve Newby, if you do a search called Travelers in Paradise on YouTube, you should find the old videos. So, when is July 35th? Love it. Okay. Thank you, dump in the bag. Telling you about Travelers in Paradise experience backstory. Oh, let's save that, Team Rupert, for another day because I'm getting rained on right now. Anyhow, kids, we'll see you guys later. Bye.